Dead Man Island. Dead Man's Island was a desolate place, situated off the coast of Maine. The island had long been abandoned, and the only things that remained were the old lighthouse and the ruins of a few buildings that were once used by the fishermen who lived there. But despite its bleak appearance, Dead Man's Island was the perfect place for treasure hunters. Legends spoke of a pirate named Blackbeard, who had hidden a vast fortune on the island. The stories had been passed down from generation to generation, and many people had searched for the treasure over the years, but none had ever found it. One day, a group of treasure hunters arrived on the island. They were a motley crew of adventurers, each with their own unique skills and backgrounds. They had come from all over the world, drawn by the promise of untold riches. The leader of the group was a man named Jack, a grizzled veteran of many treasure hunts. He had been searching for Blackbeard's treasure for years, and he was convinced that this was the place where it would finally be found. The group set up camp in the old lighthouse, using it as a base of operations. They spent the first few days exploring the island, mapping out its terrain and searching for any clues that might lead them to the treasure. As they delved deeper into the island, they began to uncover a series of cryptic symbols and markings. Jack recognized them as the same ones that had been described in the old legends. They were the key to finding the treasure. With renewed vigor, the group began to search for the treasure in earnest. They spent long hours digging and excavating, searching for any sign of the elusive hoard. But as the days wore on, tensions began to rise among the treasure hunters. There were disagreements over how to divide any treasure that was found, and suspicions began to grow that some members of the group were hiding things from the others. One night, as the group sat around a campfire, a heated argument broke out. Accusations were thrown back and forth, and tempers flared. Suddenly, there was a loud explosion, and the lighthouse was rocked by a massive blast. As the smoke cleared, the treasure hunters realized that one of their own had sabotaged the camp. The culprit had set off a bomb that destroyed much of the camp and injured several of the group. With no way to call for help, the group was stranded on the island with a saboteur in their midst. Jack knew that they needed to act fast if they were going to survive. He rallied the remaining members of the group, and they began to hunt for the traitor. It wasn't long before they found him, hiding in one of the ruins. The saboteur was a man named Martin, a rival treasure hunter who had been following the group in secret. He had hoped to sabotage their efforts and claim the treasure for himself. But Jack and the others weren't about to let Martin get away with his treachery. They confronted him and demanded that he reveal the location of the treasure. Martin was defiant at first, but as the group closed in on him, he finally relented. He showed them the location of the treasure, hidden deep within one of the ruins. As the group began to excavate the treasure, they realized that it was even more valuable than they had imagined. Gold coins and precious gems spilled out of the chest, filling the air with a glittering cascade of wealth. With the treasure secured, the group began to plan their escape from the island. They repaired the damaged boat and set sail, leaving Dead Man's Island behind them. But even as they sailed away, the memory of their adventure lingered in their minds. For Jack and the